Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pathology. Hope you're all having a good Monday. Today, I went to a ramen place. Me and my friend Jerron, we went over to I don't know where it's at, but it's near the Fashion Mall, and it's a ramen it's called Wei Ramen. So we went there, and maybe I'll show you some footage of it now. But there's the outside of it, and it's really nice inside. And I don't really show that much of the inside, but I show you what we got. I got a spicy ramen, and Jerron got a miso ramen. It was really, really good. I think it might be new there, possibly. I do know there is a Wei Ramen somewhere, maybe downtown, or maybe that's Ray Ramen instead of Wei Ramen. I don't know. But either way, it was awesome. Great ramen, great ramen broth, just great. It was awesome. So we did that, and then, that was probably like a 2 or 2.5 hour of us just hanging out, and we drove back from there, and it was really beautiful to see the city, coming back into the city, to see the lights and stuff. And we were going to go down into the circle, but we did not. But it's, downtown's really cool when it's dark out. Kind of reminds me of the Christmas lights. The circle's really beautiful at Christmas time, and there's always people here trying to, drive around the circle and see, what they put up and stuff. Actually, I was vlogging then. Before they lit the Christmas lights, they did like a test run every night for a few days, and I almost thought about filming it before it got on TV and stuff, but I didn't, because they were constantly setting up, and there's all this stuff to block people off from filming and being there. But I think I know what to do to get it on the film next time, if that makes sense. I know when to go so I can see them setting up, which is really cool. It takes a whole bunch of people to set up the circle. But that's what I've done today. Emily's at class, and I went and got ramen. One time I went to this ramen place in Chicago. I don't remember what it's called, but it was one of them. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 that are near Navy Pier. And I went with a group of friends. And honestly, this is my opinion, and I know a lot of people will disagree, but when I go to Chicago, especially if it's just a easy tourist day or whatever, you're with friends, I love parking at Navy Pier. One, because it's all day parking for however much money. I think when I was going often, it was probably like $30 all day, which I know like some people probably think, oh, that's a whole lot, but it's better than going to some sketchy parking garage and paying $18, and it's not near some of the stuff that I want to be close to. Except for maybe on the 4th of July. Don't park there then. That's a bad place to park. But other times, okay, that's not the point. The point is, I went to this ramen place in Chicago, and it was packed. There's a line out the door, and we finally sit down, and it was so amazing. Actually, I went with Esther and her brother Joseph, and I think a bunch of other people went with us. So funny. Joseph, he was younger. He wasn't a college student at the time, I don't think. Maybe he just graduated, but he got a ton of the red chili powder, or no, liquid that you put onto ramen. It's like a red mixture of chili peppers. He got a ton of that on it, and we stayed there probably for like 45 minutes, and we leave. So we're walking around downtown, we're doing whatever you do, going to different places, and it was probably 5 hours later, we go to Ghirardelli's, and Ghirardelli's is like the chocolate Ghirardelli's. I think, hopefully I'm saying that right, but in Chicago, they sell chocolate and candy and ice cream. So you really go there. I guess you could do the hot chocolate there, but you go there, for me, you get a hot fudge sundae. Oh, it's so amazing. It's for being a touristy area, it's honestly my favorite It's one of my favorite places to get an ice cream sundae ever. So it's just super good. Well, I go up to the counter and the cashier goes, did you go to, I think it's called Tasan Ramen? And we were like, yep. He goes, I could smell it because we smelled so bad. It was maybe a group of 5 of us and we smelled like ramen for 5 hours. It was super stinky. And she goes, I love that place. I'm hungry. I'm going to go there after my shift. So the Ghirardelli's person, I guess loves the ramen spot that we went to, which I mean, it is good. And the point of that story was we were really stinky, but I don't smell right now. I think it was just kind of smelly there because there's probably like 50 people eating ramen at once and they have an open kitchen. So, but man, ramen is so good. I have a book on ramen. And I know I've never made ramen noodles, but I think I know how to, and I think I would love to do that someday. Well, I know how to. It's just a matter of actually doing it and committing to it. But then you got to commit to making the broth, and the broth is the hardest part probably. So I think at that point, I'm just willing just to pay for a bowl of ramen for like $10 or whatever. So much easier. But it was a perfect day for it too, because it was kind of rainy all day, kind of cold. It got to 70. When I went outside to, go with Jerron, it was like 73, 72. So it was a pretty cool day. So rainy, gloomy. I woke up this morning and I did not want to get up. I just did not. I was so tired. But I made it through the day and I had a great bowl of ramen. If you're still watching this, you might guess it. Comment down below ramen, RAMEN. Do you like ramen? Have you ever been to a ramen shop, ramen restaurant? Very good. Have you ever made ramen or ramen noodles? I would love to one day. It's just, I know that for ramen broth, you have to use chicken's feet and pig stuff, and it's very messy and can be really, really stinky. So honestly, I probably won't make a ramen broth, possibly ever. So yeah, I can just buy it at the store, even though it's definitely not as good. But yeah, maybe I should go to Chicago sometime. Maybe we'll go to Chicago at some point. I know, yeah. Do you like Chicago? Do you ever go to Chicago? It's pretty fun, I guess. I know I went there all through college and been to a bunch of Cubs games. And I've been sailing on Michigan Lake, on the lake. That was fun. I always loved flying into Midway or O'Hare, either one, flying into Chicago, and you can see the lake and it's frozen over at parts it's not frozen over. It's frozen at the edge and all of that ice is collected. That was always so beautiful. So yeah, that's that. That's my day. Emily will probably be home maybe in 15 minutes. And she's probably going to be really tired. So she's had a very long day as well. Oh, my mom just got out of surgery about 3 hours ago. No, 4 or 5 hours ago. And she is knocked out. She's very sleepy. She's, she had a surgery on her spine. Well, kind of like they did some stuff to get cancer out of the spine. And they put a little balloon thing in her spine and filled it up with epoxy or cement or whatever. So that was crazy. It sounds pretty bad, but from my understanding, it's not as crazy. It's a fairly common procedure. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a common procedure, so it went well as far as I know. She's just sleeping. So I'm thankful for that. And that's that. That's my Monday. So I will see you tomorrow. Hope you all have a good Tuesday. We'll see you at Tuesday Tea Talk. And that is everything. Did you watch the Emmys last night? Emily did. She loved it. So I think she almost cried at one point. I don't remember what about though. So, okay, I will see you tomorrow. Hope you all have a good Tuesday. If no one's told you this, you are loved and this world's a better place because you are here. Goodbye.